What's up guys, I'm AhkTaar and welcome back on my YouTube channel. We are gonna talk about the banner coming this Friday in the Miracle Wishes and also the return of Nicolas next week. Yeah, you heard correctly, Nicolas is returning next week. Okay, so first of all, the next banner coming this Friday, June 9th to June 12th. We are gonna have two new legendary heroes as always every 2 weeks on the new banner. We are gonna have Anhijin, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, and Popper. And finally, the return of Alicia, Seth, and Melot. In Epic Heroes, we are gonna have Jerry, a new one, Mori, Lester, and Hardak. Yeah, there is a type error here, but okay. So let's go back on the game and let's have a look to my wishes, okay? Because at the moment, this is what I have. 66 Miracle Wishes. For the first time, I might not spend on that event. It's my personal choice because, okay, I'm able to clear the content, the hard content here, the reworked Elemental City with the bigger stats, etc. So it's not an issue for me, but I feel like this is still really bad. I'm not telling you not to spend, but personally, I think I'm gonna avoid to spend. But I'm pretty sure that the two new legendary heroes are gonna be really broken because after that Elemental City issue, I think that many people want to stop spending in the game, and in order to make them spend, I'm pretty sure that the two new legendary heroes are gonna be way better than the previous ones. I don't know, that's just a supposition, purely theoretical, okay? But let's see, maybe if they are broken, maybe I should spend a bit in order to get them, but less than before. We are gonna see, okay? Because I want to mention that I'm still loving the game, but I'm a bit frustrated about the decisions taken by DH Games. Really, they are doing really bad at the moment, and I really do hope that in the future they are gonna finally listen to the majority of players, because at the moment it's a bit hard to believe. So we are gonna have Alicia every time I talk about the heroes, so let's do that. Alicia, I made a test on the big account I have against the guild boss. She is not the best damage dealer in single target, but at least she is interesting. If you don't have better solution, she's gonna be interesting. But if you have Hizaro is one of the best bleeder in the game. He out-damages Alicia, and so he is better than her in that way. If you have Nidroll, the same comment. If you have Lucia, same comment. But if you don't have Hizaro for the faction, she is the best option you have to clear some content in the Abyss. So yeah, she is still interesting. Then we are gonna have Seth from the Hidden Wave. He is one of the best supports in the game, especially if you have some direct damage heroes dealing high damage on the basic attack, such as Lucifer for example, because he can provide the attack plus 40% with the first exclusive and Ripple too, and this is really strong. Also, against bosses in dungeons, he can apply both Wet 2 and Cold 2. In fact, every time he's gonna take an attack, if it is a basic attack, he's gonna apply Wet 2 on the target, and if it is a skill damage, he's gonna apply Cold 2. He has 50% chance, something like that, 80%, 90% chance to inflict it, so you are gonna still need to have some effect hit on him, but not that much in fact. If you have just a bit more than the enemy, than 80% in stages 30 in dungeons, or 100 in last stages, 35, then you are gonna need just a bit more, so yeah, it's a lot of effect hit in fact, if you want to be sure to apply it every time. Against the guild boss, it's not very efficient. You want to put Wet 2 on the guild boss, but the problem is that the boss is gonna release a basic attack, and then he's gonna use his ultimate, and on the next turn he's gonna use his first active skill, and so he is gonna lose Wet 2 before using his next basic attack, and so you are gonna take the damage, and the basic attack is the best source of damage from the boss, so you want to avoid it. After that, if he is exclusive 3 at the beginning of the wave, he can cast that on your heroes, tenacity plus 60% and a big shield, and so he protects a lot your heroes. I love that guy. So great hero, one of the best support, amazing for dungeons, great for PvP, and also great for the faction, the best support to have in here. And finally, the last one, it's Melot from the Wizard Eye. She is great only for the guild boss. You will never use her outside. Or maybe I am mistaken, but I have to try to build a team around her. I have her exclusive 3 at the moment. I have a big team against the guild boss doing 400 million damage now. But outside of that, I don't see how to use her. So, and she is great on the guild boss only if you have other poisoners. I mean, you are gonna need to have Little Jack to lower the attack of the boss. You're gonna need Dakota to get more poisons and have a speed buff and also the attack buff, and you need exclusive 3 Dakota to do that. You are gonna need Magdi and Nita or Veronica, so yeah, it's really not accessible. In terms of epic heroes, we are gonna have Jerry, this is a new one. We are gonna have Mori. I don't remember, I think Mori is on the Nameless Brotherhood. Let's check. Yeah, he's here. He's not an interesting hero. I mean, he can self-steal and increase his attack, if I'm not mistaken. Where it is? No, okay, he can reduce the turn meter and apply a speed down to 40% on a single target, but that's pretty all. And then he's gonna deal damage, but not that much in fact, so he is not a great hero. Even in early game, don't build him if you have him. Then we are gonna have Hardak. Here, he is interesting at the beginning to deal some direct damage, but there are better solutions today. So don't build Hardak if you have him. If you want a hero to clear the campaign, you have to pull for Makin only. He is the best damage dealer in the game. It doesn't matter the legendary hero you are gonna have early game, he is still gonna be the best hero to deal damage to enemies. He is such a great unit. And finally, the last one is Lester. Lester was interesting in September on the global launch to nuke enemies, especially in PvP. He has 100% crit rate, so you can build him with a lot of attack and crit damage, but his coefficients is not great. So at some point, he is not gonna do enough damage. So if you have a Lester, don't build him, he is useless today. Okay? So, back to the announcements. We have the double guild drop boss from today to June 12th, so it's pretty interesting. And next week from June 12th to June 16th, we are gonna have the return of Nicolas. We are gonna have Nicolas in the trio match. And that means you are going to need to spend something around between 60 and 80 euros in order to get one copy of him on the trio match. And then we are gonna have him on the Excellent Wishes on the banner coming the Friday of next week. So if you don't have him, maybe it's your time to get him. So I really do hope that you saved a lot of summons and get him this Friday. Personally, I don't think that I'm gonna try to get the copy. I'm gonna buy the copy on the trio match because mine at the moment is already exclusive 3. So I'm gonna pull to try to get exclusive 4, so I'm gonna get more speed. But then on the last one, I mean, it seems like limited heroes are returning every month, so probably in 3-4 months he will come back on the game. So I might want to wait, because at the moment, yeah, I have him exclusive 3, so I don't really need more copies of him. But if you want him, you are gonna need to spend 80 euros approximately on the trio match, so you are sure to get one copy, because then it's gonna be on Excellent and Supreme Wishes. So if you are not lucky enough, you will have 0 copy of him. You are still gonna have the guarantee after 10 legendary pulls, but who can have enough summons to pull 10 legendary heroes on one single session? This is just insane. Here, this is what I have for now. I might have double excellent and supreme wishes until next week. So we will see. That was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and then see you in the next one. Bye bye.